Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eldora Raceway in Rossburg, Ohio for the American Dirt Series 360 Sprint Cars. They're in action here tonight. Going to be throwing some dirt around, Dean. My name is Bernie Hanna. With me, Dean Doucette to call the action tonight. Dean, we're looking for a great race tonight.
Absolutely, we are. Couldn't be more excited to be here with the American Dirt Series. These guys are some of the best, top-notch dirt racers around. I'm so excited to telecast this tonight. Brody, I've really been looking forward to this one.
That's right. We got plenty of racing action for you guys tonight. We're going to have heats. We're going to have pole dash. We're going to have maybe a couple of consolation races, and then we'll get into the A main. Tonight's race, I believe, is going to be 40 laps, if I remember correctly, and the heat should be about 10 laps each. Looking for some amazing racing action tonight. Track's already starting to slick up a bit.
Yeah, we'll be looking for the guys to early on. Might be a few guys looking low, and as the track starts to wear out a bit, we'll be looking for them to migrate up to that high line. Should be some really interesting racing, especially early on in the early heats.
Yeah, we're already seeing some fast times out there. It's like Dan Smolder is going to be your fast guy right now, sitting on top. But we got a lot of fast guys tonight. You can kind of, some of the names. Dakota Kuhn, I know he's been fast. All these guys actually are pretty close in time.
Yeah, these are some great times. I'm by no means a top-notch dirt racer, but looking over these times, boy, they're not only close but incredibly fast throughout the field.
Well, they're in qualifying right now, and they're getting underway here for qualifying. We're going to go ahead and see if I can throw up the race format for tonight's events. The American Dirt Series sprint car race format. They're doing qualifying right now. It's going to be 2 laps here. The lineup for the heat races. Heat races this season are going to be 10 to 12 laps long. Top 2 finishers will advance to the main. Then we may or may not have consolation races depending on the number of cars here. And then the consolation races will help field the A main as well. Then we'll have our pole dash, which I'm interested to watch. That's basically going to start the lineup for the A main. Once you're in there, you do the pole dash and set the A main lineup. And then we're going to have 40 laps, 30 to 40 laps. I think it's 40 tonight at Eldora. Of some great racing. Only green flag laps count in this race, Dean, which means it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for us to keep up with the lap count, but definitely the usual dirt format you see at a local dirt track.
Yeah, that'll make it a little interesting. We'll try our best to keep track of all the yellow laps and know exactly where we're at. It looks like we're going to have, for this one, we're only going to have the 2 heats with 2 drivers transferring over, and the rest will be on time. So this should be fairly short, and we should be getting right into the mains.
All right, so there you have it. Kind of the plan for tonight. We got cars lined up on pit road, getting ready for the heat races to start. Let's see if we can go through the starting lineup for tonight's first heat.
All right. In Heat 1, starting first, we'll have Corey Zatinsky. Starting second will be Scott Bellum. Fourth will be Jeremy Zarfos. John Batista will be starting fourth. We got Robert Kurtstetter. He'll be starting fifth. Yeah. Brody, you want to take over for that? I'm having a little technical difficulty
Yeah,
here.
something's going on here. The heat races kind of throw things into whack a little bit. Dan Smolders is actually going to be starting on the pole here for this first heat. On the outside of him is going to be Kevin Lovies. In the 18 car, you got Brandon Elker, David Flick, Larry Moody, Troy Waggerman, he's just jumped back down, Bentley Glacier, I believe. And behind Bentley Glacier, Dakota Kuhn, Steve Herzog, and Chris Long will make up tonight's first heat. So stacked heat here tonight. A lot of guys that could end up transferring into the A main. Like I said, top 2 will transfer, so everybody's going to be fighting for the top 2 positions.
Yeah, just looking over here, the field. This is. I'm getting really excited for the start of this race. These cars, they're so hard to control. I just can't imagine how they're going to keep these things together and go. And here we go. We're going green.
We got green flags underway. They're into turn one. And looks like Dan Smolders goes right to the bottom trying to take that position away and does, able to slide up in front of Kevin Lovely. All right, and they're through 2 of 10 already. Things happen fast here, and now they're all up to the high side. Looks like everybody's wanting to get to that cushion. As I say that, they prove me a liar and go to the bottom. Here they come out of 4 to complete lap 2.
Yeah, like I was saying, early in the race, a couple of these guys will take the bottom, and they might be able to. Oh, we got contact.
We do. Kevin Lovely's and looks like Brandon Elker made contact there. Everybody straightened it out. They're still underway. Elker and Smolders hold the transfer positions right now. And they're actually pulling away a little bit here.
Yeah, it looks like Dakota Kuhn there. He's trying to make a move on the inside here, try and take that third spot away from Kevin Lovey's.
Yeah, nothing happening right here up the top 2. You know, if they're going to do anything with them, they're going to have to do some work. And it looks like Brandon Elker's really working that high side. Really up there on the cushion, trying to run down Dan Smolders for first.
Yeah, that's the fast way around this track. You just hug that wall. Try not to hit it, obviously, but that's the quickest way around the track right now.
He's doing a heck of a job up there, too. It looks like Dan Smolders is kind of changing up his line a little bit. One slip, and he's got the win here. But these guys need to remember they're working for a transfer position here as we come to about 3 to go. And there you go. There's the slide job. And Dan Smolders is actually going to do the crossover and retake the lead there.
Holy cow, these two up front are really fighting it out. I'm surprised they're both in transfer spots, so I guess they really want the win anyway.
Yeah, they got to go for the win. You got to win. You know, these guys are really fighting it out up here. And honestly, I thought it might bring third position back into play, but third's not able to close up there. Kevin Lovey's is not able to capitalize.
No, I don't think they're going to be able to run these guys down. I'm looking at a fight right now between Dakota Kuhn and Larry Moody. These two are really battling it out, too.
We got a battle for the lead. This is the white flag, and there goes Brandon Elker under. And that's going to be a photo finish. I don't know who got that one. I don't know who got the win. They both transferred, but I don't know who got those. Like Smolders is able to maybe able to edge that out. Looks like Smolders is going to be awarded the victory there. So Smolders and Elker both transfer to the A main.
Wow, that was quite a finish there. Great job by Dan Smolders sneaking that one out.
Dean,
I gotta apologize a little bit there. I was having a little too much chatter here on other channels. I wasn't able to concentrate.
Well, there's a lot going on, and things happen fast here, especially around the short dirt tracks. Action all over the track. We try to bring it to y'all, but there at the end, there was a heated battle. Just a couple of passes for the lead there at the end, and Smolders was able to hold on barely at the line over Brandon Elker. As I said, things happen quickly. We're moving on to the Heat 2. Looks like guys are starting to line up on the on pit road. We're going to go ahead and jump into that as well.
So yeah, in Heat 2, we're going to have Corey Zatinsky is going to be starting first. We're going to have followed by Scott Bellum. Jeremy Zarfos will be starting third. John Batista will start in the fourth position. Starting fifth will be Robert Kurtzetter. Eric Coyle will start in the sixth spot. Michael Rosendahl will start seventh. Terry Landis start in eighth. And Hayden Earwood will start in the ninth spot.
A lot of guys out here hungry. Looks like the first two on the first heat, the first two starters are the ones able to get away and kind of make the other guys chase them down. So we'll see if anybody's got anything for the top two here in the Heat 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody back in the field, barring any kind of mistakes or crashes, can really get up here to challenge the top two. They got to do it right off the start in their first lap.
Well, that's the thing with no cautions in a short 10 lap event or 10 lap heat race here. you really have to have something happen up front, extraordinary, to really be able to challenge for these guys. You know, it's tough. But if you have a really fast car, remember these are open setups. You have a fast car, a fast setup, you may be able to do something with these guys. And looks like that the pace cars pulled off, and we're underway here, Heat 2 in the American Dirt Series 360 Sprint Cars. Three wide, four wide. It's amazing. It's a lot of action going on back here for about third on back. Meanwhile, the leader, the 07 of Corey Zielinski, is completely looks like he actually may be losing a little time to Zarfos here.
There will be a caution.
And we do have a caution. Looks like they're going to race through it. Oh, caution's out. So we do have cautions in the heat.
I got to take a short break here, everybody. I'll be right back.
All right, so we do have a caution here. A quick caution. Looks like something happened behind the leaders. So we got a car in the wall. It's just going to re-rack them and stack them up, and we're going to do it again here in heat race number 2. The 07 of Corey Zadinsky leading, Jeremy Zarfos in second, Robert Kefstartler in third. And the cautions are really short around these dirt tracks as well. We're going to get back racing here very shortly for you guys. I hope everybody's enjoying this on YouTube. If you like it, make sure to comment, let us know. We'd love to hear from you, and we want to thank you guys for tuning in as well.
Yes, sorry about that. We're struggling a little bit with the radio chat still. We'll get it figured out. So as we were saying before, the caution laps here are not counted. So that's gonna put us on. They are in the heats. We're gonna count them.
I think they are in the heats. They aren't counted in the main. So it looks like we are going to have a little short shootout here. About 4 laps to go at the line. As the lights are out, they're re-racked, stacked, and ready to go. Looking for the green flag from the flagman, and it is out, and we are underway again in heat race number 2.
Looks like Robert Kurtzetter here is going to get a good start. He's going to challenge for that transfer spot, trying to take it on the inside. He'll settle in third right now.
Yeah, we've not seen any dives to the bottom like we did in heat number 1 yet. I'm sure it's coming here. We have 3 to go at the line, and Zielinski continues to lead out front, and we got a battle for second though. They're not done by any means.
That was a 35 of John Batista, I believe, sliding up in there to 4th spot. He's a little too far back, I think, though.
Yeah, the top 3 kind of breaking away, and then you got a battle for 4th back there, and we got a challenge for the lead here. It looks like Zarfos is going to try to make something happen in this 51. He keeps looking to the bottom, but the question is, can he make it happen?
Corey's hanging on for dear life. He just touched the wall up there. He's doing a great job of hanging on to that lead, though.
Well, who's going to have it? This is the white flag. 1 lap to go in this heat. Who's going to make it? And this is for transfer. And we saw Zarfos get the wall off too a little bit there. Able to hang on to second place. And it looks like that's where he's going to finish. Zarfos in second. But Corey Zielinski is going to take home the win in the 07 tonight. Both those guys are going to be transferring to our A main.
Wow, it's quite a battle up there, but it just shows you the strength of that high line. Even when you're hitting the wall and, you know, you get your back tire is just barely touching it, but you think that'd slow you down, but no, it's the preferred line, and you want to stay up there if at all possible.
All right, well, we actually have moved to warm up already. 2 heats down, and I believe we had 19 cars tonight in practice. So 2 heats and top 2 transferring. You should hear from Race Control what we have going on next.
Yeah, that's part of our little chat difficulty. Right now it looks like we have on a 30-minute warm-up, and the feature will be after that with a 45-minute feature.
All right, well, we're going to get some information for you guys to pass along. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after this. All right, we're back here at Eldora Speedway. Looks like cars are lining up. Looks like we're going to go into maybe the pole dash here.
Give me 2 seconds to look into that.
All right, while Dean checks on that, we will show Dan Smulders, our heat race number 1 winner in the 211. The 07 of Corey Zatinsky behind him in second. Third lined up right there was the 005, Brandon Eicher, and then Kevin Loveys behind him in the 18. As cars start rolling here. All right, while we're waiting, we want to remind you that we'll be back on the air on Tuesday. We'll be bringing you guys some new stuff. That's going to be the ADS Modified, the American Dirt Series Modified series. Actually, that's the graphics wrong. We'll be on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock, bringing you guys some information, bringing you guys some racing action, I guess some information as well. And so we're looking forward to that as well with the same group of guys here for the most part on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock. We got guys lined up and ready to go here.
So right now, Brody, we're going to be running the trophy dash, and we'll follow that with a small little warm-up session and then the feature. Here we go on the trophy dash.
All right, so this is to set the lineup for the main. So these guys now are fighting for starting position, not just a transfer. So the 6 guys here, you got Dan Smulders and Corey Zatinsky on the front row, Brandon Eicher and Eiler, and Jeremy Zarfos. And then you have John Batista and Kevin Loveys. 6 guys to fight for starting position. So here we go. You really do want to get a good starting position too. It's really critical to start up front. They come through 3 and 4 looking for the green. Green flag's out. We're underway here, and these guys are right on it into turn 1.
Yeah, Dan Smolder's got a great jump, and he's going to take that high line right away. He's going to take your lead.
We got a guy out of
Looks
shape.
like Brendan Eiler is going to take the second spot currently.
Yeah, it looks like he hung on to it. The 07's dropping way back. Meanwhile, the 211 continues to just kind of lead the field around the outside there on the cushion.
Yeah, Corey Zazinski there, he's trying that low line, and we can see the results. It just doesn't work around Eldora.
And you got the 05 of Brandon Eicher trying to find his way around as well. Running in second here, just right up against that wall, man. These guys are inches, if not touching the wall.
You know, you watch Dan Smulders here as he goes through the corner. You know, he's only inches away from the wall the whole way around. He's doing a great job up there.
Yeah. And I tell you, Eiler's making some ground up here. He's right, and he looks to the inside going into turn 1.
He slides right up by him. What a great attempt there.
And Dan's going to return the favor in 3 and 4. And actually looks like he's able to make it stick and retake the lead. And Eiler back to the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Actually, that's going to be the finish line. Dan Smulders just going to hold on. to that number one starting position, that critical starting position, and is able to uh, take home the pole.
Well, this is exciting. It's a little hard to keep up with. You know, we're rookie Dirt Series broadcasters, and you know, this is quite an exciting event to try and telecast.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to run through manually for you guys because we're. So you got the 211 Dan Smolders who won the pole dash is going to start from the front. The There we go. Give you guys some information. The 005 Brandon Eiler finishing second. Corey Zatinsky finishing third in the '07. He'll start third. Jeremy Zarfos, the 51, slid back a little bit. He's going to start fourth. Uh, Fifth is going to be John Batista in the 35, right there. And then last, had a little issue there on the first lap and kind of slid back, is the 18. That's going to be Kevin Levies.
Yeah, right now it's looking like Dan Smolder is going to be the guy to beat, but Brandon Eiler, you know, he was even a couple inches higher than Dan Smolders and going around those corners. He just might have something for him. He's looking incredibly fast out there.
Well, something else to remember too, Dean, is that the main's going to be a little bit longer. It's not going to be 10 laps, not going to be 15 laps. It's going to be, I think we said 40 laps around this track. So he may have some time to figure something out. Track may change a little, but you know, that's something else we hadn't talked about really is the track changes at dirt tracks. You know, it really moves around a lot. So if something opens up, you may find yourself running the bottom or the top or who knows the middle. It just depends on where the speed is.
Yeah, absolutely. Those exits out of the corner are going to get worn down a little bit. I mean, it's a little less pronounced here at Eldora than at some tracks. But you know, when the exit gets worn out, you just can't get the power down on exit. So it's going to be tricky. You either got to try and be above it or below it. And yeah, hopefully we'll see some changes in lines here.
Yeah, we got a little warm up going on. They said they would throw a little warm up in for the guys in between sessions here. And that's what we have going on. We'll see if we can see some times. Just like Eiler's jumped right out and set fast time in the warm up here. So yeah, I don't think it's all said and done. I mean, Smolders has kind of dominated tonight, but it's not by very much. And Eiler definitely has a chance to take it to him here in the main.
Yeah, well, like you were saying about the length of the main, you know, I would imagine for the heats, you know, there was gas manipulation going on, so these guys weren't riding a full tank. Now you're going to have to ride a full tank of gas, and the handling on these cars is way worse on a full tank of gas. So we'll see who's got a better handle on their wheel here.
That's a very good point, Dean. That's something I did overlook, and that's the thing. You add more gas to these things, and it doesn't quite handle the best in the world. We did some of this the other night, and the more gas you put in there, the harder these things are to handle. So you're right. We're going to see some guys maybe have some issues, possibly, and if not, I mean, it's still going to be a handful for even the guys up front.
Yeah, like I'm watching them in warm up right now, and you know, I'm seeing some pretty rough handling vehicles out here. So I think gas will be a factor. It's probably a good thing they got this warm up going right now and give these guys a chance to adjust to a full tank.
Right on. Well, you see some other names out here too. See if we can highlight a few of these guys. We got the 56, David Flick here. We're watching. Currently, he is 11th fastest. You got.
You know, I'm just looking at these tires too, and these Hoosier tires. I love these Hoosiers. I wish we'd see more of those across all racing types.
Here's Christopher Long in the 17. He's currently 17th fastest in the 17 car. You got, looks like Larry Moody in the 1. He's 9th fastest. A lot of guys. We're just rolling through here. You got Dakota Kuhn, one of the guys I've been able to broadcast for before. He's usually really fast. He's currently 11th in the 95. Just pulled off. There he is. A lot of fast guys out here tonight, you know, and that's the thing. If you're going to take home the win tonight, you got to be a lot of good guys out here.
Yeah, and you're going to have a little bit of luck, I think. You know, hopefully, if you're a little further back, fifth, sixth, seventh, something like that, you know, you're looking for these top two or three to really get battle and maybe make some contact. I mean, you never wish a guy to wreck, but a little contact to slow him down could always help you get by.
Sorry, Victor. My bad.
You got Troy Wagerman as well. So as they do a little testing too, we're going to do a little of our own too. We're going to step away, and we'll be right back for the main right after this.
Crazy controlled. They're missing each other by an inch, sliding each other. I mean, they know what they're doing, and it's poetry in motion.
There's a fine line between great focus and obsession, and you got to make sure that you're still in the right side of that line where it doesn't start inhibiting your performance when you get here.
You have to know where the edge is, and a lot of times we go over it.
The American Dirt Car Series Sprint Car Series, sponsored by UDSRA, the United Dirt Sim Racing Association, and presented by Full Throttle Sim Racing tonight. We're looking forward, and it looks like we've actually ready to go here with the A main. Dean, it's showtime for these guys.
Absolutely, it is. It's time to go. I mean, if you're back in the pack, you're looking at, you know, 7th, 8th on back, something like that. You better get your butt going early. You want to get a good position, you know, get a better start. Well, there will be a caution, I would imagine, along the way. So if you can work yourself even 2-3 spots up before the next caution, give yourself a chance, because it's going to be incredibly hard to beat these guys from back there.
That's true. That's a very good point. Like I said, 40 laps to go. Now, what they're going to do here, they're going to roll. Once everybody starts rolling here, they're going to take a couple laps, get the lineup correct from the pole dash, and then we'll go green from there. So we'll wait on the cues from the admins here. As they start to roll, they'll start to they'll take a false green, get everybody lined up, and then we'll go green. But we'll go ahead and go through some of the guys here and tell you a little bit about them. You got Dan Smolders in the 211. He's from Canada, your home country there, Dean. And then Corey Zielinski on the front row from Pennsylvania. A couple guys from up north. Farther back from the Sorry.
Yeah, we get the 005 will be starting third, and that's Brandon Eller. He's looked really strong. Look for him to get right to the high side and try and actually get around someone on the high, even though the other guy will be running high. And then you got the 51 car, I believe, of Jeremy Zarfos. He'll start fourth.
Yeah, a couple guys from Pennsylvania. Then on back, you got the 18 of Kevin Levies from Canada. And then outside of him is another guy from Pennsylvania. So a lot of Pennsylvanians and a couple Canada guys out there kind of showing the way tonight. So like I said, they just took the false green like we were talking about. Now they're going to get everybody lined up and get them going here. A 211 will be starting up front.
Yeah, I think they'll be set back to 6th, which was 5th and 6th are Kevin Loveys and Robert Kurtzetter.
Yeah, that was your guys from the heats, the guys that finished 1-2 from the heats anyway. So we know those are pretty much set. Just getting everything set up in the back here, and like I said, we'll wait on the admins to give us the cue, and we'll go racing here. Again, you guys can ignore the lap counts. Lap count's going to be incorrect because they do not count cautions, which is a cool thing to do because it's something iRacing honestly uh, should look to include, because a lot of the dirt series around, at least around where I live, they don't count dirt caution laps. So maybe they'll work on that. But as far as our lap counter is going to be incorrect tonight, we'll kind of keep you abreast of how many laps to go once we get that information and kind of pass it along that way. Looks like we're lined up, Dean. Looks like we're going to get ready to go here.
All right, here we go. Watch for the 211 here to try and get an early start, Dan Smulders.
All right, we're green. We're underway here. The A main here at Eldora.
And as predicted, Dan Smulders is out to the lead, and he's going to be followed by the 005 of Brandon Eller. He's going to dip down, he's going to do the slide job. He's got it.
Wow, he didn't waste any time trying to make that move. And unfortunately, Dan's going to repay the favor again in 1 and 2. But look at the 005 get a great run off turn 2.
My God, that run off the high side is amazing. That's where you want to be. Look at him go.
Yeah, the 05 is going to take that lead from the 211 of Smulders. And Corey Zadinsky is going to have a handful with, looks like John Batista is going to try to take that from him back in 3rd. And Corey's going to take that position back. Another slide through turns 1 and 2, and now he's got the preferred lane up high. But John Batista's going to go back to the bottom and retake that for 3rd.
Yeah, and meanwhile up front, Brandon Eiler is just set sail. I mean, he's just hoping this thing could go green. It looks like
we got.
And as I say that, we got a caution.
I'm thinking we're going to want to stay out here, but
we got a car in the wall there. That's the 20, I believe. '20 of Robert Kersteller. We're gonna go back and show you guys that we saw that out of the corner of our eye on the backstretch there, man. He took a hard hit there. It's going to happen out of turn 2. We're going to keep an eye right here. This little gaggle of cars coming out of 2, this is going to be an issue. As they come out of turn 2, just not enough room up there for both cars. And then he slaps the wall and right in front of, I'm not sure who that is. A hard hit for him. And then we got a car up in the fence there too. He's going to back it up right in front of him, and man, he took a lot of damage after that wreck.
That's not very good. These cars don't take damage too well. You know, I'm looking a little further back at a guy like Troy Wagaman Jr. there. He's up to 9th, starting from the 13th. And that's the type of move you got to make, like I was saying. Even in front of him, David Flick's up a couple of spots to 7th. You know, in 5th place, Larry Moody come up from 7th place. These are the moves you got to make, and you got to make them early so you can get a chance off these restarts.
Well, what this does is sets up Dan Smulders to take the fight to Brandon Eiler again in the 005. We'll see if he's got anything for him. Pace truck's off. We're going back. Green flag's out again here at Eldora. 4 almost 5 wide into turn 1. Those guys can make it look easy. This is difficult out here. And looks like Eiler's going to take the lead, and actually Batista's going to go for the lead. And now they're 3 wide going into turn 1.
Batista riding that high side. He had the lead momentarily, and he's looking to get it again.
Look at these guys all over the track making these things work.
That's an incredible battle up front. These 3, they're making contact there.
Oh, we got Big Wreck back there behind us.
Caution. Kind of talk me through
That was a
what's going on
terrible
again.
wreck there.
Wow, we had somebody nose into the back straightaway.
I know Hayden Earwig got a piece of that one.
Let's see if we can pull it up. Yeah, we got guys on their top.
Looks like the 56 came down off the wall.
The 56, that's going to be David Flick there, but looks like it might have happened in front of these guys.
Yeah, it looks like maybe the one car got a little loose, Larry Moody, and the 19 had to check up, and then you had David Flick there kind of throw it to the inside to try and avoid it, and he caused a bit of a wreck there.
We're going to watch Kevin Levy's first because I feel like he had a little bit of influence here. It looks like somebody came off the wall and caught him, turned him dead sideways down the backstretch, and into the wall, and then it just was on from there. Those guys see a wreck, and actually it was the 18 that came off the wall.
You're absolutely right. That wreck did start up there. That caused a chain reaction.
We'll watch from here. These guys turn sideways, and just nowhere to go for these guys. Just a mess back there. And then we saw guys go flying through the. Oh, that's a tough wreck right there.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of these guys are going to get repairs done and still be out here, so that's good for them. We're going to go back green here.
We're back underway. And up front,
Brandon Eldora is going to go straight to the top side, and he's going to start to walk away here, I would imagine.
And he does.
I'm really impressed with John Batista here in the 35 car. He's worked his way up from 8th, and he's sitting 2nd right now, so keep an eye on him tonight.
As they come through 2. Down the backstretch, the 005 continues to lead the 35 with John Batista. You're right. He's up to 2nd place here. Kevin Lovey's up to 3rd. Dan Smulders has dropped back to 4th right now, and it's under pressure from Larry Moody as well.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye right now, too, on the 61 car of Terry Landis. He's moved his way up from 14th up to 6th, so apparently he's got some really good race speed here.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned that name, Landis, but he's definitely managed to get his way into to contention here at least. If things keep happening like they do, he may find himself in position to take a victory here.
And look, just took a peek back up front. Brandon Eller is just clearing the field. I mean, it's incredible the speed he's got right now.
Yeah, John Batista continues to ride in 2nd. 3rd is we got a battle for position. And as I said, that caution comes out. We'll go back and check that out and see what's going on. All right, let's see if it shows it here. Looks like guys sliding around. Oh, just not sure what the yellow car there, who that was, but Bentley Glazer got the worst of that, I believe, and actually doesn't flip.
That was Michael Rosenthal in the number 5 yellow car.
Well, that was the 5, the yellow. Okay. Yeah, he kind of squeezed into a tight spot. Really, wasn't his fault. He kind of got put in that position. The guy's coming up the track and slid in between the 2 cars, which is amazing. But unfortunately, it collected a few of the guys after that was all said and done.
Well, we'll get them all sorted out and relined up here, and Rosenthal looks like he's going to come out of that. I didn't really see where he was involved, to be honest with you, but he started 18th tonight, and he's worked his way up to 8 spots. So yeah, he's a hard charger tonight.
Yeah, Rosendahl. That name's I've
Rosendahl,
heard that name.
Right.
I've heard that name around, and apparently he's doing his name well here tonight, fighting up to, like you said, up to a top 10. So Looks like pace truck's going to pull off, and we're going to go back racing here. Green flag's back underway here at Eldora.
And Brandon Eller is going to set sail again on the high side. Who's going to follow him through here? Looks like Batista once again is going to keep that second spot.
Yeah, we got hard fought battle for third back here. These guys were beating and banging, tire to tire down the backstretch there, and it looks like it's going to sort it out, and Smolders is going to slide into third place.
Yeah, Smolders was our Heat 1 winner, so he's got to be, pushing pretty hard to get back up towards the front. We know he's got a fast car.
And it looks as if he is. He's going to the inside, trying to slide up in front of John Batista. Batista has none of it and retakes it off turn 2 there.
Yeah, just about any time you pull a slide job on you, you're going to get it right back at you. So it could actually be a little pirouette, a little dance move for about, 4 or 5 corners where they keep going back and forth.
Yeah, Dean, again, I'm really impressed with these guys able to hold on the cars like they did. These things are not easy to drive. To be able to hold that right rear up on the cushion like they are, these guys are really talented out there and showing it tonight.
Oh, we know all too well from running a few laps ourselves out here just how difficult it is. These guys are amazing, to be honest with you. I'm looking at a fight back here with the 61 of Terry Landis. He's being hounded right now by Michael Rosendahl. We're going to see if he can take that spot away from him.
Yeah, it's a battle for 7th right now. Looking, and we got a car up in the fence, but no caution.
That was Rosendahl, actually.
Now we get the caution.
Hey man,
Caution is out.
Sounds like it's a little far away from your mouth again. Just double check that for us, please.
You said that was the 5 of Rosendahl in the fence and in the pits.
Yes. He's going to move his way. He just worked his way from 18th up to about 6th, 7th, and now he's going to be way stuck back, probably 13th, 14th spot.
A lot of cautions tonight. This track's not easy, especially once you get the track started slicking up a little bit. These cars become even more of a handful, and some of the guys are paying their price tonight.
Yeah, when you're running that high side like that, and the track starts to slicking up, and you're looking for grip even higher than that, so you're going to be about 1 millimeter away from the wall, and that's not easy up there.
On board with Eiler, looking back at second place and third place. Second, John Batista. He's been up there all night, challenging for this win. And Dan Smolders has worked his way back up to third. That's going to be a good spot for him.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if anybody else got anything for these guys. Someone like a Dakota Kuhn, he's worked his way up to 5th, and Larry Moody's up to 6th. Terry Landis up to 7th. Bentley Glazer, he's up to 8th. They're working their way up slowly. If they can hang on to it, get another caution, move up a little bit more.
Yeah, well, we're going to see what they got. We're going green here again. The green flag's back out here for the American Dirt Series 360 Sprint Cars.
Here goes Brandon Eiler to the high side again. He's going to be challenged by Dan Smolder there. He just couldn't hold that low side, though.
Dan Smolder went to the bottom, and it got everybody checked up from second on back, and that's actually going to put Kevin Lovey's up to second. And both those guys are going to go to the inside, and while they're battling for position here, they're going to let Eiler's going to check out here.
Yeah, but Kevin Lovey's there. We've been a little quiet on him. He's stayed out of trouble, and he's now run second, so we'll see what he's got.
Yeah. Well, you got John Batista now slipping back to about 4th on the very bottom of the track. We haven't seen that come in really, but he's dedicated himself to the bottom of the track, and it looks like he's making it work, kind of staying with these guys.
Yeah, I was looking a little further back. There was someone running much lower than that. I believe that was the 4 car of Bentley Glazer. He's running right around the bottom. Not sure he's having a bunch of success down there, but he's sticking with it.
Yeah, this is the battle back there for those guys, and yeah, he's well. I guess if the top line's clogged up, you've got no choice but to find some grip on the bottom, and that's what he's looking for. He's looking for a little bit of that moisture on the bottom.
Yeah, he'd be doing that, and he might be just thinking, you know what? I'm just going to avoid trouble. It's still early, and he's just hoping these guys are going to get in some trouble again.
Meanwhile, we got a heck of a battle for second place right here. These guys are just swapping this position out and back. Between the 18 of Lovey's, the 211 of Smolders, and the 35 of Batista, these guys are really fighting hard for second, but what that's doing is letting Eiler kind of continue to check out here. But these guys are battling.
Yeah. As you say that, they kind of lined up there and thought, we don't want to let them get away. As I say that, Dan Smolders with the slide job, he's now got position on the high side. He's going to try and take that second spot. But he can't hold it. Batista's going to slide in there. These three are putting on a show.
And no kidding. This is some great racing by these guys, inches apart in these sprint cars. We talked about, and there they go 3 wide down the back.
Oh,
we talked how difficult these cars are, man. They're making it look easy and making it look fun.
Oh, Smolders was riding the wall there. He gather it up. Oh, I think he's got it, but he's going to lose a ton of time, and that's going to give Batista that second spot.
Yeah, he's going to take himself out of running for the second place, but he was able to hold on there. So, meanwhile, like I said up front, Eiler continues to lead about 1.6 seconds out in front. Second is Batista in the 35. Third is Lovey's in the 18 right now. We continue to run here. We're going to be getting close to the end here, close to the finish of this race. No word yet on how many laps left, but we're getting really close. And there's the caution. Caution is out. And that's because we've got somebody up against the wall there. David Flick, I think, in the 56.
I'm going to check on this lap count. I'm going to be right back to you.
All right, while we do that, we're going to check in on this crash here, see if we can find out what happened to David Flick. As we got him here, going down the front stretch, everything's good. Battling with, oh, actually makes a little contact with the car he was battling there. And he just goes flipping. He gets back going. And I think something else, yeah, there he goes. He gets, boy, we got all kind of trouble after getting in a wreck, trying to get going and getting in another accident there. And those guys just end up in the fence, and there's your caution.
Well, Brody, it looks like we're going to, when we go back green here, we're going to go green-white checker for the feature win. So this is going to be a battle. And the way these guys have been racing up front, this is going to be an incredible finish here.
Yeah, this should be really fun. We got a car stopped. David Flick stopped on the backstretch here.
They may be looking to delay this caution.
Green, white, checkered. This should be interesting. It brings everybody right back to Eiler.
Place your bets. I mean, you got Batista. He's done a couple of great slide jobs. Eller's been running up front all night. Kevin Lovey's, Dakota Kuhn. They all got a shot here. I mean, especially when you take into account there could be contact. And we're going green.
Green flag.
Eller out to the lead.
It's going to be a single file restart there, and we are green flag. Green, white next time, and then we're going to claim a winner here.
Does Batista have anything? You know he's going to throw it in here deep.
White flag, 1 lap to go here around Eldora. And here he comes. He's got a run on the high side.
That's going to be it, though. You're going to run out of time.
Okay, so that's
Brandon Eller is going to take home your win tonight, folks.
All right. And that's going to be it. The 05 takes home the victory at Eldora. The inaugural race for the American Dirt Series winter season.
There will be a caution. Same fuel.
Yeah, well, that was, with the laps leading up to the caution and the way they were trading positions, the last couple of laps were a little anticlimactic there, but the fastest man won the race, Brandon Eller. He was the class of the field tonight, and he deserved it. It was a great job by him.
And they're going to get lined up, and then we'll show you the results here. Once they cross the line, we'll show you the final finishing order for tonight's run.
You know, I'm a little sad that Batista wasn't a little closer there on the restart, because the way he liked to throw it down low and do that slide job, I'm sure he had something for him. He just wasn't quite close enough.
All right, and there you have it. I believe that's it. So we're going to show you the finishing order here. Brandon Eiler is going to be your winner tonight. John Batista finishing second. Kevin Lovey's third place in the 18. Fourth is going to be Dakota Kuhn, a great battle from the back to finish fourth. Larry Moody, the same in the number 1. Bentley Glacier, after having a few run-ins, was able to come home and finish sixth. Seventh place is Dan Smolders. Dan fell back, started from the front, fell all the way back to seventh. It's a disappointing run for him tonight. Scott Bellum in the 7 finishes 8th. Ninth is Eric Coyle in the 27, and 10th is going to be Jeremy Zarfos in the 51. Jeremy had a strong run tonight in the heat, and unfortunately was able to not able to cap it off here in the main. 11th through 20th is going to be Stephen Hertzberg. David Flick in the 56 is going to finish 12th. Had some issues as well. Terry Landis, Michael Rosendahl, Tori Wagman, all these guys had issues. Corey Zatinsky, Hayden Earwood, Christopher Long, and Robert Kerstetler is going to be rounding out your top 19.
Yeah, well, that was some great, that was some great action there, Brody, tonight. I mean, you know, we're working and showing this action a little better than maybe we did tonight, but we really enjoyed it. I had a lot of great fun here watching these guys, and I couldn't be more impressed with their driving. I mean, my goodness, these cars are so hard to drive.
Yeah, these guys did a great job, put on a great show. We're gonna work on being able to present it for them a little bit better than we did tonight, but other than that, was a great show. We're going to take a quick break here and come back, and we're going to talk to our top 3 right after this. All right, we're back here at Eldora, and we're ready to talk to some guys. We had some fun tonight. We watched a great race, a great main, great heats. It was a lot of fun to watch the heats too, Dean. And these guys did not disappoint. It was a lot of fun to watch. What was your favorite moment of the night?
Oh, really? Right before the last caution, I mean, there was the top 3 guys were going tooth and nail, swapping spots. I seen Smolders at one point got through the middle to take the brief lead, or brief second place it might have been, and I thought it was just incredible racing action.
You're talking about a lot of pressure coming to that green, white, and checkered finish there. A lot of pressure there, too. I'll tell you, the heat finish, the heat number 2, I believe it was, the side-by-side photo finish, that had to be one of my favorite moments of the night. This was a lot of fun, a lot of intense. These guys putting it on the line, not only for a transfer position, but for a win. So that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, they don't hold nothing back. I mean, even when there's just 2 guys out there running for their transfer spots, they have the transfer spot. That's not good enough. They want the win, and I can appreciate that as a race car driver. I just think it's great.
That's right. Yeah, go for the win. All right. Well, we're going to see if we can check in with. Unfortunately, our third place guy doesn't look like didn't look like he was able to stick around. So we're actually going to catch up with fourth place. One of the guys I've talked to quite a bit before, and one of the guys that definitely knows how to get it done. Dakota Kuhn, Dakota, congratulations on working your way up to 4th place.
Yeah, thanks. It was pretty tricky. Had a good race with Larry there for a while, and Larry really surprised me. He was running really good, and it was a fun race. Kind of had some issues, kind of dinged the car up a little bit, but it is what it is.
All right, Dakota. Yeah, I've seen before. I've watched you before, and you know how to get it done on these dirt tracks. Tell me a little bit about how hard it was to kind of, we had a few cautions tonight, a lot of action out there. Um, what does it take to kind of be able to dodge some of the melee that happens when you start back there?
A lot of patience. That was my biggest issue. I was not being very patient at the beginning of the race. I was kind of all over the place because with all the fuel, it made the car different, and I just had to be a little bit patient. So that's the big thing. Missing the big wrecks, you just gotta be patient and look in front of you and keep your nose clean.
All right, Dakota, that's a great run. Like I said, working your way up there. Um, did everybody proud, and hope you had fun tonight. As we do, I'm going to give you the mic, and I want you to throw a little some shout outs there, and thank the guys that got you here.
Yeah, I got to thank first of all, I got to thank Cody Olson for putting the race on, and you guys up in the booth, and I really got to thank Michael Rosendahl at UDSRA for putting a team together for all of us to race. Then Durco Media House, then Tim Hunt Designs for giving us really nice cars to run, and then just the guys that get to race. It's fun when you get to jump on and race. I don't get a lot of time to do it with real racing, but it's winding down, so hopefully get some more time to jump on and have some fun with some cartoon racing.
Awesome, Dakota. Well, good to have you here. Congratulations, great run, and good luck the rest of the season.
Yep, thank you.
All right, and I believe Dean's caught up with our 2nd place guy, John Batista.
John Batista, how you doing tonight? Great run for you. John Batista, you got your ears on?
I do know I had the wrong button set, sorry.
No problem at all. So that was a great run for you tonight. You're in 2nd place, and you're challenging for the lead a few times there. You guys, especially before that last caution, there was 3 or 4 of you guys swapping positions there. Just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so tonight was actually my first race with no mirror, and I had a blast because we were all running all sorts of different lines, and half the time I didn't know if I had a car to my inside or outside. So I think I can speak for most of us when I say that we were all making moves that we probably wouldn't usually make with a mirror, especially going to the outside. We're not making those surefire moves when you really don't know, other than the subpar iRacing sound, if there's any cars around you, especially when you're in a group. But yeah, I couldn't catch Braden there at the end. I tried moving the wing all the way forward, all the way back. I tried running the bottom. The bottom kind of worked for a lap or two, but it went away. My cushion's just too fast. But yeah, Braden had something figured out. Our setup wasn't all that good for practice, but we tweaked the ride heights a little bit and got it tuned up. Yeah, and it's fast for the feature, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, that was really impressive, and I know that Dan Smolders there was throwing, and you're talking about riding with no mirror. This is maybe why you guys were racing so closely, 3 wide there at some points, and I noticed he got in there, and then he bounced into the wall, got in a little trouble. But anyway, that was a great run by you. And, we usually give the floor to you guys to thank anybody you want, talk a little bit about your sponsors, whatever you like. The floor is yours.
I'd just like to thank my teammate Nathan Davis at Black Diamond Motorsports. He put together this base for us. This is actually the 410 setup that we run. It's super fast here at Eldora. We just made some 360 changes accordingly. I want to thank Cody and Jason at ADS for resurrecting this old league. Time was pretty good, I would say. And my teammate Braden, and congratulations on the win, as well as Ultimate Dirt TV for sponsoring Black Diamond.
All right, John, thanks a lot, and congratulations on a great finish. As you heard there from John Batista, his teammate Braden Iyer here will be our race winner tonight, and I believe Brody Hanna's caught up with him.
Yeah, Dean, I'm down here in Victory Lane with Braden Eiler. able to get it done tonight. Braden, your teammate just wished you well. We want to do the same. Congratulations tonight.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pretty tough race, trying to step in front of Dan there in the beginning, and then trying to hold off John, my teammate. And I mean, it was a pretty difficult race, but we managed to pull it off and come home with victory lane.
Yeah, you guys definitely put a show on out tonight. Dan was tough to get by. You had your teammate up there. You had a couple other guys able to really put on a challenge tonight, but you were able to fend them off and bring home the trophy. Um, Tell me though about, I believe you were involved in that close battle in the heat races too, man. What's the and we were just talking up here about how much we appreciate guys out there willing to lay it on the line even with a transfer position. Tell me a little bit of about what motivates you to put it out there, even if you're safe and transfer, you want that win.
Yeah, I was a lot of us just looking for a better starting spot later in the night for like the A main and trophy dash, but kind of had a bad qualifying effort, so we had to start fourth in the heat. But found the line and made some changes on where I'm running around the track and wing adjustments, and we managed to get up front and duke it out with Dan.
Well, you were talking about where you run on the track. You were one of the guys right up against the wall all night. Never really ventured to the bottom except to make a pass or something. Tell me, did things change much out there? Because we looks like everybody started at the top and kind of stayed at the top tonight.
Yeah, track was very different from like for like example the trophy dash or like the heat race. Heat races in the trophy dash, you're able to make like a middle groove work to where you could get under a car to maybe get a slider done or just run below that other car to get the pass done. But I think once the A main rolled around, the bottom side kind of got slickened off a little bit, and it was just pretty much the Eldora high line all the way around.
That's right. And you were able to do it better than anybody else out there to take the win tonight. Congratulations. As we do, I'm going to give you the mic. Throw your shout outs out to those guys watching that you may want to thank.
Yeah, most importantly, I gotta thank my dad for getting me into this and getting me everything to do this. Also everyone at Black Diamond Motorsports, John, he ran with us tonight as you saw. Congrats to him on second. Also Nathan Davis and everyone else at Black Diamond. He Nathan really helps us all out a lot, and it's one of the reasons why we're always really fast. So shout out to him and everyone at Black Diamond, everyone at Ultimate Dirt TV, also Cody and everyone at UDSRA for bringing back American Dirt Series. I didn't really get to run here before it kind of died off for a little bit, but I'm glad he resurrected it so I could have the opportunity to do it. And also you guys at Full Throttle TV for broadcasting the show.
All right. Well, there's your winner tonight. The 005, Brandon Eiler, able to get it done tonight at Eldora. Definitely a dominating performance by Brandon. I said before before the main, don't count him out. I mean, Smulders took home most of the wins tonight, but Brandon Elder was up front when it counted.
Yeah, you're correct on that one. It actually surprised me because I thought Smulders was really the faster guy, but as Brandon proved late in the race, there he was the class of the field tonight. Congrats to him! What a great run!
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fast guys out tonight. You said Smulders, you had Batista, you got Eiler. I'm looking forward to watching these guys as we go through the season, kind of see who excels at certain tracks. Certain tracks are a little bit different than the others. You got the high line, the low line. I mean, we're going to places like small tracks like Kokomo. We're going to Knoxville, the fastest of all the tracks. So we got a wide range of tracks coming up, and these guys are actually going to be able to put on a great show. As I say that, let's look at our schedule because I do have the schedule coming up for these guys.
Yeah, I believe we'll be heading out to Charlotte next.
We are. So after tonight, we'll be going to Charlotte, then Lanier, then the big Knoxville race I was talking about, and then to the little short track at Kokomo. So definitely a lot of variety in this series. And also, don't forget on Tuesday nights we'll be covering the UMP Modifieds, who will be mirroring their visits in the 360 sprints. So same schedule, same tracks on different nights for different cars. So that'll be starting at 9 p.m. on Tuesday nights. Make sure to tune in for that as well, and we're looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be some great running. The cars, they're a little easier to control, and they take a little more beating and banging. And I look for some great action in that series.
Well, Dean, that about wraps up everything for us tonight here from Eldora. Like I said, tune in Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock for the UMP Modifieds this coming Tuesday. Don't miss that as well. But had a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. For Dean Doucette, I am Bertie Hanna saying goodbye from Eldora Speedway in the American Dirt Series.
Clear.